how is this ethics commission going to change people's behavior?
Well, one, it's independent. They can't be fired by the board or by a political entity. They will have a mission to review conflict of interest forms, to review complaints, to provide education to elected officials and appointed officials. And I believe that an independent set of eyes without a political agenda would keep a close eye on the board and other elected officials and appointed officials throughout the county. It's working quite well in other jurisdictions. The city of Oakland and the city of Los Angeles have not had any serious corruption issues since they installed it. I think the other part is that the Ethics Commission would be empowered to enforce the Sunshine Ordinance, which I'm also proposing, which I think really, to combine, you really need both of them to really air out county government. Because right now, you make a public records request on, say, the credit card bills of the elected officials for the county credit cards, and what you get is an FBI file that everything's redacted and blacked out, like the Blue Book file on UFOs from the 1970s. And that's not open government. That's not responsive government. That's not being or letting the public know what we're doing and how we're spending their money. So my goal is to open it up as well with the Sunshine Ordinance, so the media can also serve their rightful role as a watchdog.
All right. Now, I guess I sort of tongue for a little bit in cheek. I was asking how this is going to change people's behavior, because here's the thing. Don't people know when they're doing something that's wrong? I mean, isn't there that little voice that says, hey, you're crossing the line here, you shouldn't be doing this? And then what's your opinion on that? Don't you think people know when they're doing something that's not ethical? People get lost sometimes and make mistakes, and if they're not constantly reminded that what they're doing is that they need to do the right thing, sometimes they'll fall into a rut. And honestly, I think most of the problems that government has had has been cultural. There's a culture of entitlement in San Bernardino County, and that's led to potential abuses. And I think that the only way to ensure that abuses do not occur is to ensure that the public has full and easy access to county government and to our actions to ensure we're doing the right thing. The Ethics Commission was really what was in the news this week, because you had your first, not really hearing, but public open meeting on that, right?
Correct. We had a workshop.
Okay, so you had your workshop. What's the proposal, Supervisor?
Well, my proposal is a 5-member volunteer commission with a full-time staff of 3, including the executive director, that would be independent of politics of the county, because they would not be appointed by the Board of Supervisors or any other political body. They'd be basically they'd be pre-qualified. There'd be qualifications. They'd have to put an application in. The applications would be vetted by an independent organization, say the League of Women Voters or some other organization, to make sure they qualified. And then their names would be dropped into a hat, and they'd be pulled at random.
Okay.
For staggering 4-year terms.
Okay, so they apply. If they meet the minimum qualifications, it's random pick, and if they make it on, great.
Exactly.
All right. What are the requirements to be one of these commissioners?
Well, under the proposal, we want 2 members to be from the legal profession. We want 2 members to be from the business profession and 1 from the educational field. Mm-hmm. Our proposal requires a college education, a 4-year degree.
That's it, Jeremy. Jeremy, you're out. Can't be a commissioner. Sorry. That's my producer. He doesn't have a college degree, so just letting him know. He's disappointed now.
Well, there's a lot of technical issues that are involved here, a lot of complex issues that require a lot of reading and a lot of analysis. And a college degree doesn't necessarily make somebody smart, but
kidding.
Yeah, I know, but it does. It would be it's a reasonable qualification, we believe.
All right. Are these paid positions?
The 5 commission members we volunteer.
Really?
There would be an executive director who would be chosen by the commission. The executive director would then hire an analyst and an administrative assistant as the full-time staff. Okay,
so the executive director and the administrative person and the analyst would all be paid.
Correct.
Okay. they'd be technically full-time employees.
Full-time employees of the county. But answering to the commission, not the Board of Supervisors.
That's correct.
Okay, so again, you insulate them from any political pressure.